All right, I'm testing out the NinjaTrader platform in terms of trailing stop and profit target. So what we did is we're just entering in a trade here at what we think is the bottom of this range. And we're going to see if the profit target works. I need to enter in more than one contract. So I've only been practicing with one contract. So the whole point of this is to use two contracts or more and set profit targets and a trailing stop. Okay, so I have two profit targets here, and I have a trailing stop set in this, and my stop loss. Stop loss is 25 ticks. Profit target 1 is 25. Profit target 2 is 25. And then I have a trailing stop. So over here on the ATM strategy, let's look at that. We got our profit targets set right here, as you can see, and our stop loss is set for both. Target 1, target 2, stop loss 25, 25, profit target 25, and then 50. Now the stop strategy that I'm trying to use here is once we get into 18 ticks, it'll go to break even plus 1. My profit target is set for 25. Once it gets to 18 ticks, when my profit target's 25, it's going to jump to break even plus 1. So I'll be up 1 tick. And that's for both of these. So my original stop loss, if the price collapses immediately, is going to be 25 ticks. However, when it reaches 18 ticks, it's going to go to break even plus 1 tick. So all it's got to do is go to 18 ticks and I'm break even. If it fails and does not go to 18 ticks, my stop loss is at 25 ticks. All right. Once it breaks even on plus 1, my profit targets are still set, 25 and 50 for those two. Now, what we have with this stop strategy here, that's the break even strategy. Okay, the trailing stop I do not have set yet, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. That's why I'm testing this. That's why I'm practicing today. What happens is your stop loss on the first page, this will get ignored. I think that's how it works. Your stop loss right here will be replaced by the stop loss strategy. Okay, so I'll be sitting at plus 1 here. All right, now if we go deeper to the trailing stop, let's say I'm sitting at plus 1. I'm already at plus 1, and step 1 here would be a stop loss of, okay, we're going to try this again. We're going to try this all again here. So I need to enter in two contracts. It's broken the trend line here. Let's see what we got here on this one. It's trying to break the trend line on the 1,000 tick chart. Let's use the 2,000 tick chart here. Yeah, the 2,000 tick chart looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and get in a position here.
Order filled.
So we just entered in a position with our ATM strategy. Hopefully it'll go up and so we can see how this is going to work. Both stop losses are set for 25 ticks under the entry. Target 1's 25 ticks above. Target 2 is 50 ticks above. And we have a trailing stop that we're going to try to see will trigger in and work. First, it's got to get to 18 ticks. And then once it gets to 18 ticks, both of these should jump to break even. Both of them should jump to break even plus 1 tick above. If it gets to 18 ticks, let's see if that happens. Okay, it's got to get to this line right here in order to be 18 ticks from the entry point. Once it gets here, if it gets there, we should see our stop losses for both of these jump up. All right, we seem to be getting closer to our target. Hopefully it will do this. This is experimental, and what I'm trying to do is trail my stop using the NinjaTrader platform. I need to start using two contracts because my strategy will work better if I hit target 1 and then have a remaining contract to trail. And I've noticed that I've been hitting target 1 and breaking even because I only have one contract. So if this pulls up to this line right here, it should trigger my automatic break even. All right, so I have an automatic break even after it reaches 18 ticks. My first profit target is 25 ticks. So when it gets closer to that at 18 ticks, both my stop losses from 25 stop loss ticks away will jump up to break even plus 1 if it gets up to 18 ticks. And so we have the strategy set for target 1 at 25 ticks, target 2 at 50 ticks. Both contracts are set for stop loss at 25 ticks below entry price. Again, the strategy is once it hits 18 ticks, gets close to target 1, both contracts go to break even at 1 tick. All right, so what am I going to do? What's the point of this? A lot of times I'll hit target 1 and I will not take profits, and I'll put everything on break even because I hope it's going to keep going up. And what happens is sometimes price comes back down and starts me out for break even when I could have hit profit target 1. And I only have one contract. So what I'm trying to do is take that first profit target, leave everything on break even, and let it trail slowly on its own. If it comes down to break even, at least I got one reward on the trade, right? That's the whole point. Okay, so that's the first part of this strategy. Trailing is another part. We haven't talked about the trailing stop yet. So let's go look at the strategy over here under ATM strategies. It's customized. So what we're looking at here is the first part. I have a quantity of 2 contracts, and each one has a different goal. First target is 25. The second target is 50. You can see that right here. Both of them, target 1 and target 2, have a stop loss of 25 ticks. So you saw that on the chart. It's the stop strategy that makes it a lot more interesting. Okay, for the first target, I'm experimenting with the 8. Both of them are set for 18 ticks plus 1 as a stop loss, automatic stop loss. All right. So what this 18 plus 1 is it's the way I set it. When you click on that for each target, for each contract, you can set it any way you want. You can go higher if you want. I just want to get closer to the target. And once it gets to 18 ticks, I want it to jump to break even plus 1. Okay. Both of these are set for break even, but I only have one set for trailing, which is what I'm trying to experiment with. So 18 ticks away, everything goes to break even plus 1. When it gets to 20 ticks, look at profit trigger here, 20 ticks, that's 2 more ticks. It'll start to trail and keep me 15 ticks behind. So when it breaks even, I'm 1 tick above break even, right? I'm 1 tick above break even. When it gets 2 ticks higher up, what's this? Wait a minute, maybe I didn't do this right because I don't want it to push me under my stop loss. So I think that's what's going on here. So I just realized I did that wrong. So what I need to do here is push this further out. Let's see, when it goes to 20, I want it to trail by, okay, let's just say 18 ticks then, because that will push me up 1 more tick into the plus. Okay, so I think that's right. Save as template, save. Okay, I hope that makes sense because I'm already plus 1 above my break even when it automatically breaks even after hitting 18 ticks. Both of them go to break even plus 1. I don't want it to go backwards under the break even mark. So what we have here is we have to understand that in 2 more ticks, because it's already went to 18 and break me even, when it goes to 2 more ticks, then I set my trailing stop for 18 behind, which is going to be 2 above break even. So I think that that's proper. Let's save that, and I only did it for 1. Okay, so all it's got to do is go up here and hit this, and hopefully that'll trigger our strategy. We'll go into action. I hope that works. All right, we're a few ticks away. Hopefully it'll go up there and I can make this video and not have to redo it. We're only a few ticks away. It's just once it hits that area, it should be at the 18 tick mark. Remember, 18 ticks is where our stop loss goes from 25 down to plus 1 above break even. So I'm really excited to see if that works. I hope that it does. And at least for this video, to demonstrate how this strategy works. Come on, a few more ticks, a little more, a little more. Come on, a little bit more. I think it's waiting for the opening bell. A couple more ticks. It should trigger our break even. It did it. Perfect. You see that? Once it hits 18 ticks, it jumped both of my contracts up to break even plus 1. And I'm interested to see what happens when it gets to 20 ticks. Is it 20 ticks? I think it's supposed to trail me. So in 2 more ticks, when it gets to 20, what it's going to do is slowly move me up. It'll keep me 18 ticks behind it. 18 ticks triggered me to break even. 20 ticks will trigger the trail stop, keeping me 18 ticks behind. So since we're plus 1 already above break even, we'll be plus 2 above break even once it hits 20 ticks, and it'll keep me 18 ticks behind as it continues to go up to our targets. That is the goal. So no matter what happens at this point now, we have accomplished our break-even strategy where it goes up 18 ticks to the 25 tick target, and once it gets that far, we break even +1. Now all we need to do is see if the trailing stop actually works. Okay, it's starting to trail my stop as planned, keeping me 18 ticks behind until it reaches target 1, where it should take profits. Regardless, it's trailing my first one up. We only had the first one on trail stop. The second one remains on break even to give me some room. So this is working perfectly. It's working exactly like I thought it was going to work. Even if price fails right now, our strategy has got us to break even, and it's starting to trail and lock in profits automatically. So this is fantastic. I hope that it goes all the way up and keeps demonstrating a positive cash flow here. But even if it does not work, we have demonstrated how the NinjaTrader platform ATM strategy actually works. Hopefully you got that, and let's keep an eye on what continues to transpire here. Okay, it looks like it's pulling back. It almost reached my trailing stop. That'd be great if it bounces off these moving averages here and continues to go up.
Stop filled.
Okay, it stopped us out on the trailing stop, and this is why I like to have more than one contract. You never know where it's going to move, but if it comes all the way back down to where I entered, I'm still on break even +1, so we had a positive reward on that. But you know, now we still have one. We still have a position if it reverses and goes up. A lot of times my one contract would stop out for break even, and then it would reverse and go up and be more profitable. So I like this strategy regardless of what happens here. I'm looking forward to using it today, the rest of the day, and from now on with 2 contracts.
Stop filled.
There we go. That was how it works. Now we're going to get into our trading and continue to practice this. Look for good setups, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.